welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. This is your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful Moonstruck TV. I'm happy to be here today. Things have been a little crazy in my life, as I feel like they always seem to be. It's been a bit of a roller coaster of emotions, so bear with me. I might cry with y'all today. So, it's just been a lot going on. I just recently had a very exciting opportunity. I just got done filming for a episode on a reality show. So I can't share much more than that, but I'm super excited. I can't wait till that episode comes out and I get to share with you guys. I got the opportunity to share my gifts and had a beautiful, amazing episode on this reality show. So it was so exciting. Felt very honored to be invited to do that. So that happened in the last week ish. And then unfortunately, my older brother just passed last week on the 8th, and he was not well. He had some issues with diabetes, and so unfortunately we lost him last week. So rest in peace to my brother Richard. And I know he's on the other side, playing with all his cats and watching The Bachelorette with my mom, with our mom. So so just lots of emotions, lots of crazy things that have been going on, and just kind of up and down, up and down. So, but I'm always excited to be here, coming on and doing my show. People say, well, Steph, how are you going to be able to do this? Are you in the right mindset? And I just say, you know what? Helping others heals me. So to be here today really is just giving back to me as well, and healing my heart and my energy. So I'm just so excited to see what comes today. But got a little surprise for you guys. As you guys know, I always try to pull an affirmation card and, share that affirmation with everybody. Well, we're going to do an affirmation, but this one's a little different. So, I love kind of being silly and goofy, and I think, laughter is the best medicine, right? So we're going to kind of do a silly affirmation, but I actually purchased these. I think I saw them on, I don't know, some social media platform, and I thought they were hilarious. And they are called the Smartass Affirmations, and boy, are they hilarious. So I will keep them appropriate as always, So, but this one I thought was so hilarious, but yet it just resonated so much with what I just talked about with everything going on in my life recently. So we're going to read the affirmation. Now, the number that I've been seeing all day today is the number 16. So 16. So if you listen to my show, you know that throughout the day, pretty much every day, I get signs and symbols, and the number 16 kept coming up really strong. Well, I know tomorrow is the 16th, unless, could be tomorrow, could be someone that calls in that I do a reading for, has something very special happening tomorrow. Or this is the 16th of the month, or this is January 6th, and let's see, or 2016. So we'll kind of see how that meshes tonight with the callers. And I'm trying to think what else, age 16. So kind of keep that in mind as those who are listening. So I pulled the 16th card out of this Smartass affirmation deck, and I loved this. So, and I truly believe in this 1,000%. It says, I store in my body that which I seek. So I'm going to kind of show that on the camera. It's really kind of cool. It's got the evil eye there, and it's kind of coming down, the tears are watering the beautiful flower. It actually looks like it might even be a lotus, possibly. Anyhow, beautiful, beautiful. So on the back, this is what I wanted to read, and this is what was so hilarious. But if you know anything about energy and you really do believe in that, everything we say, think, and feel and do, it's energy. So when you put all of that out in the universe, it comes back tenfold. So you want to be mindful of what, you're putting out there. And that's what this is about. I store in my body that which I seek. So if you're putting it out there, you must be seeking it. And so be mindful. It's going right back inside. So the description's hilarious. So I wanted to read this. And then, of course, we'll be taking our caller. But I'll read this very quickly. It says, if you've lost your marbles, have you checked your pockets? Texting everyone in your phone about how crappy you feel after pounding all those margaritas with your BFF, Blackout Becky, will only escalate the pity party for you and the unfortunate recipient of your complaints. Instead of channeling negative vibes to the peeps you love, slow down and focus on the support that you already have. Like that fresh glass of hydrating water, the magic detox filter in your liver, or the hot rubber ducky bubble bath in your near future. When you take a ride on the Pound Town complaint train, you never end up where you want to go. You just might find your marbles if you look inside your heart. Isn't that so cute? I thought that was hilarious. And, even in all its kind of funniness, it really is so true. So be mindful of what you are putting out there, the energy you're putting out there, sharing to others, because I'll tell you, I'm a firm believer in that, law of attraction. So, all right, my friends. Well, on that note, let's go ahead and we're going to take our first caller. And I saw the caller is from Illinois, and I missed the name. This is Mini Medium. Oh, Akel. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes,
Hi, Akel.
that's
This
me.
is Mini Medium.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Good, good. I love your name. It's beautiful. So pretty.
Thank
How can I
you.
help you tonight, hun?
Uh, they just recently took my daughter, and I was trying to figure out if that kind of like a lot about that situation.
Will you say that again, my friend? I'm sorry.
They recently took my daughter yesterday because they lied and said something about a drug test.
Okay. Okay. And what kind of reading are you hoping for, my friend?
Just for her, for us.
Okay. Just kind of what's to come?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure. You got it, my friend. Okay. Let me I'm going to pull a couple of cards here. Give me just one moment. Now, when I mentioned before we hopped on the call here, the number 16 has been coming through very strong for me today. Do you resonate with that number?
Maybe 16 weeks.
The 16, yeah, I'm sorry. Do you resonate with that?
No, but probably 16 weeks, maybe.
Okay. And what is the 16 weeks?
Um, I don't know. My daughter's birthday is on the 17th.
Oh, okay. 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 Well, we'll kind of see if this plays. It might even be future. So it may even be going out 16 weeks. So we'll kind of just play it by ear here, kind of see if anything connects. And the daughter that you were just mentioning, you said she was born on the 17th. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, hun. Okay. All right. So I pulled a couple cards for you just to kind of see how they're going to validate what I am starting to see. And that's really how I use the tarot cards. I just use them as a visual validation. So I'm going to show the cards on the camera here. So you pulled, the first card is this Five of Swords card. And that card came out of the deck right side up. And then the other card you pulled is this Magician card. And now that card did come out of the deck reversed, upside down. Now, anytime that cards come out of the deck upside down, they're going to help us to kind of connect with or validate, if you will, what we call your shadow work. And shadow work is the things that you're working on just for yourself, or the things you know you need to work on to just try to live your best life. Now, I know as a mom, and I'm a mom myself, we feel the pain of our children, right? Anything they're going through, we
Yeah.
feel it. Yeah. So even as I do this reading for you, my friend, I'm going to focus on your daughter, but I'm also going to um, kind of give you some guidance as well. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this sword card that you pulled, so the Five of Swords, a sword in tarot is like having kind of this energetic sword per se, and you're using that sword to fight and to defend and to protect. So it's very powerful. It's something that I tell people that sometimes we need to carry those swords. We need to fight, defend, and protect. Sometimes, I'll tell my clients if I'm feeling it that they need to put the sword down and just allow things to happen as they need to. It's like trusting the process. So kind of keep that in mind
Yes.
for a moment. And then the Magician card you pulled that's reversed. This is really how I feel it's kind of validating um, with what's going on in your life. This is about your daughter getting herself back, my friend. This is her finding her magic, but it's not going to be easy. The next, and it may even be 16 weeks that I kept feeling may connect to you. So it's we could be going out future, but I want to tell you one thing that
Damn.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. So with the future, if we're going out 4 months, then that's, maybe where the 16 weeks is. Now, the Magician card is the one that I want you to focus the most on. And that really is about the fact of your daughter starting to find herself again. And the it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. So I just want you to be mindful. But one thing I love that I do say, and I'm very honest in my readings, I always say I never sugarcoat things, but right about the end of next month, so the end of May, I want you to be prepared for kind of a new beginning, a fresh start. And it might come across as being very difficult, but I feel like it's exactly what you all need, especially with everything you've gone through. Okay.
Honestly, the crazy thing is, I feel like you're right because me and my daughter, when we first got together, we literally didn't. We had disagreements. We had disagreements back to back, and then I recently just found out that I was pregnant. So we've been bumping heads, and like I argued with her over cereal and stuff, and I felt really bad. Like I felt really, really crappy because that was the last time we talked. I was arguing with her over Fruit Loops. So I felt real bad.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where I feel for you, my friend. It's time to put that sword down. It's like I say, choose your battles. Put that sword down and just trust in the process. And I really feel by the end of May, you're going to see this new beginning, this fresh start coming. So just kind of be prepared. And we're in this time of the Aries, so tensions are really high right now. People are really butting heads. So just kind of give it some time. And I do feel like things are going to start to simmer down a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, because this morning I just kept hearing trust the process. all maneuvering into the right way, and
Oh,
I didn't
good.
understand it because yeah, that's all, yeah, because I'm very gifted as well. So I just
I
listened to
thought,
him, and then all I kept hearing was trust the process. It's a process, but it'll get better, worse, and that's all I just
yeah,
kept hearing.
absolutely,
But I
my
was
friend.
also confused
Absolutely.
because, I had recently found out that I was pregnant, and I didn't understand where that came from because I thought I couldn't
Oh,
have it.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Everything happens for a reason. So, and even the feeling, even, new beginnings and fresh starts, you've got a beautiful new beginning coming. So just hang in there, Mama. Things are going to get better, okay?
Thank you.
All right, my friend, you're welcome. You take care. Thank you for calling.
You too. You're welcome.
All
Thank you.
right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, hun. Okay. All right, you guys. I know times are kind of crazy right now and tensions are high, but we'll get through it. All right, so I have my next caller, and it is Teresa. And Teresa's in Manhattan. Hi, Teresa. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Hi. Hi, how are you? I'm good. I'm actually on Long Island, not Manhattan.
Oh, you're in Long Island. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
I love it. I just visited
Thank you.
that area just, oh gosh, probably about 6 months ago and just loved it, loved it, loved it. So,
Oh,
living
yeah.
living out here in Utah, it's a totally different culture change, but I loved it. It was so fun.
Oh, I couldn't
Well,
imagine.
yeah, very much, my friend. Well, how can I help you tonight?
Just mostly what's happening in my relationships and love life kind of thing, and whatever
Okay,
comes up for you that's important.
okay. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. We'll just kind of see what comes up, but I'll kind of hone in on the love life and relationships. So,
Okay.
okay. All right, my friend. Let me pull a couple cards for you here. Now, I asked my last caller. I always ask every one of my callers. Do you resonate with the number 1616 as a birth date, death date, age 2016?
No, no, I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
2016.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Just kind of keep it in mind. Boy, that number has been
Okay.
coming up quite a bit. And so anytime these numbers pop in my head, there's always some crazy reason. Um, all
Okay.
right, my friend. Okay. All right. So I pulled a couple cards for you. Now,
Mhm.
I want you to keep that 16 in mind. Even January 6th will
Okay.
be the 16th. You're in a relationship right now? Is that correct?
It's more
Dating?
of a situationship kind of thing.
A
I don't know
situationship.
how to I don't know how to describe it actually.
Okay, no, I completely understand, my friend. Okay, well, I think the point is, I saw that you have someone in your life right now. So, but I just learned the term situationship literally like, I don't know, less than a year ago, and I was like, oh, okay, I
Oh,
get it. So,
same.
yeah. Oh, I think I mean, I don't know how old you are. I'm 50, and it was a young gal, and she said, it's a situationship. I'm like, what's a situationship? You know? Like,
Yeah, it
yeah,
took
you
me a
gotta,
while to learn it. I'm 66.
oh, so you got it. You got it, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Mhm.
kind of get it, um, but even just seeing someone in your life, I want to make sure I'm validating that part because I just feel a sense of the two of you being very, I mean, very different, which there's nothing wrong with being different. But when I say different, I mean different goals, different, you know, maybe morals, different future, hopes and dreams and whatever it may
Right.
be. And so it really is about you, I feel, going through kind of really a spiritual awakening where you are starting to connect with a different part of your path that I feel like maybe you've never really had the chance to. Whereas for this person, maybe just wants to stay where they're at and they're just kind of comfortable. And I don't like that
Right.
for you. I mean, I
Mhm.
literally see you stepping outside of some of that comfort zone and maybe doing some things that you always wanted to do, travel or, I don't know, go jump, bungee jump or something, you know, something that
Mhm.
maybe he wouldn't want to do, or vice versa. So
Right.
it just seems like maybe the communication with that is not quite there. Um, and the
Mhm.
cards I pulled for you, I pulled this Ten of Wands card, and it came out of the deck upside down. So really, that's kind of validating this year anyways. We're in the year of the 10. It's
Mhm.
actually the year of the 1.
Right.
We dropped the 0. And that's all
Mhm.
about new beginnings and fresh starts. And the wand is about you, kind of in a sense, finding your fairy godmother wand. And you're going to use that wand to get what you want, when you want, and how you want it. So this is a big year for you, my friend. It's a big year of kind of just, going, I don't have time for this. I want to do the things I want to do and I want to have what I want, and not have to sacrifice any longer. And I love that for you.
Okay.
And this person, I feel that your situationship,
Yeah.
is not a bad person. I mean, sometimes I sit with my clients and I'm like, oh my gosh, you got to run. This person is not good for you.
Yeah.
Um, I
Mhm.
don't feel that by any means. I just feel like you're just in this whole new beginning and maybe just it's not working, it's not communicating, um,
Okay.
one thing I love that I see coming, so your other card that you pulled, and I love this for you, it's the Sun card. And I mean, the Sun card speaks for itself. It's all about finding your light and your happiness and um, really just starting to do the things that bring you joy. And what I love is I see that coming here within, I mean, this summer for sure, but even, gosh, I would even say in the next month or two. So there's, hang on one second. I'm going to scribble for a minute. I start to do what's called automated writing. And um, do you connect with the name like Hank or Frank? I literally just heard that name come up.
Um. Well, I know someone named Frank, but I don't. It's not very
Okay.
connected to me. I don't know anyone named Hank.
Okay.
Um. It's
Okay. And no one with that name that is passed.
pass. No, not really.
Okay.
Not in my family or anything. And this man's got a
Okay.
different name, like a
Okay.
stranger name.
Yeah, that's okay. Um, I want you to keep that name in mind, that Frank. Not saying that it's
Okay.
necessarily the person that coming into your life and being your knight in shining armor, um, but
Right.
this is the weird stuff that happens where, for instance, just kind of hypothetically speaking, you run into Frank, you talk to Frank, and then Frank ends up connecting you with someone, and that ends up being your person. So, kind of the middleman,
Ah.
if you will. So,
Mhm.
and the reason
Okay.
I think I'm telling you this is just because um, I don't want you to dismiss it when it happens. Does that make sense?
Okay. Mhm.
It'd
Yes.
be like Frank comes up to you and you're like, oh hell no, I don't want to talk to him. So
Mm.
it's like, no,
Okay.
I'm gonna just listen to what he has to say. But um, but what I love too, I don't know, I am so drawn to you traveling this year and out of the country. So do you have any plans of doing that this
Okay.
year?
Not out of the country, but I do travel around to the country.
Okay.
I don't have any plans to
Okay.
go out of it.
Okay. Well, that's fine too. Do you ever go up into Canada? That for me would be out of the country. You know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I live in New York, but I don't really go up
Yeah.
there. I haven't gone up there in
Okay.
years.
Okay. Maybe watch for that. For some reason, in my intuition, in my mind's eye, that would be going out of, the country as well. So maybe
Yeah.
just kind of watch for
Definitely.
that. Yeah, but I
Mhm.
love it for you. I love this travel that I see you doing, and even if it's not out of the country. And the reason I'm bringing this up
Right.
is just because of the fact that you um, just so many new opportunities coming with that. So just kind of, keep doing that as if that sounds like what you're doing. But I've got probably about 90 seconds left. But when it comes to
Okay.
this guy that we're talking about, I would say
Mhm.
just, you know, there's nothing wrong with a situationship, but if you're ready for that commitment, that's where I feel like things might need to start to kind of part ways.
Right.
So if that
Yes,
makes
I think
sense.
I would like a
Yeah.
commitment, not yeah.
Yeah. I
Right.
agree, my friend. Well, I hope this helped you. I know that these are all short and sweet, but you have such a beautiful energy, and I have no doubt you're going to find your person, hun. I have no doubt. So
Oh, thank you so much.
y-
I appreciate
you're
it.
You are so welcome. Thank you for calling in. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
Too.
All right.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. What a beautiful night. Very easy, very beautiful. I can't wait for next week. So I will see you guys. If you are interested in booking a reading, please go to my website. It's mini-medium.com. All my stuff is on there. And I will see you guys next week. Okay. Much love. Bye, guys.